What's up, fam? It's your boy, your favorite neighborhood magicero, Dremagix, and it's a new year, so it's time for a new vlog. But I need to not be in the dark like a creepy shadow, so I'm gonna bring you on the tripod and put you on the table. 1, 2, 3, boom! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy New Year, the year 2022, and yes, we're going to talk about all the great things that are in store in the future for this year. But hey, let's start with a recap of last year. See, 2021 was a great year, especially in the world of entertainment. Most people are vaccinated, and we got to start doing live shows again. Like for myself, I had the pleasure of hosting the 626 Night Market. I got to do a show at the Crazy Woke Asians Film Festival, and I actually won an award for best solo performance, so that was cool. But that actually led me to perform at the Laugh Factory, and it was a great time. It's kind of a credit in the comedy community, and it kind of proved to myself, me being a magician that is funny, that I can roll with some heavy-hitting comics. Also, I actually got to do a Happy Holiday show. A few years ago, I started doing this variety show, Happy Holiday, and it's my way of taking back Christmas. I wanted to spread as much joy and Christmas spirit as I possibly can. So I decided to do a Christmas show every year in the style of the 90s, 80s variety shows. And this year, it wasn't really supposed to happen, but I was encouraged by a bunch of friends and my mentor to actually go ahead and do a holiday show.
Magic shows are kinda lame.
Just shut up and watch the trick.
Okay, fine.
So I'd like to point out, we did a lot of work in 2021. I mean, there was a bunch of shows, and I met a bunch of amazing people and got to connect with some Filipino-centric and Filipino-geared organizations, and that was amazing. But also 2021, the year's almost over, all the shows were done, but what ends up happening is we get into a really bad car accident. And it's kind of one of the first times I'm talking about stuff that happens to me bad and put that out in the public. But there's a reason for that, there's a reason. But anyway, long story short, we're pulling out, we get hit by some guy, the car spins out, and at that moment, the only thing I could think of was trying to make sure my friend was okay. And I didn't really feel the bruises and the pain that came to myself until maybe the next day or two after. The details of the case is not important here. What is really important is that she and I are both very safe. Looking at the pictures, I wouldn't show them here because they're pretty graphic, but looking at the pictures, you can definitely see that we are blessed and lucky to be walking away with just a few bruises and scratches. That could be, career ending and even worse, life-threatening. I would turn to my friends and talk about the accident and what happened, and a lot of them reassured me that, you are meant to be on this earth and do more things, right? Like, your work isn't done here, and what you're doing is actually improving the world as a positive. And now that I've gone through it, and it's a testament to what I've been trying to do, I'm really starting to believe that. So that's a good silver lining, that kind of awakening that came from a bad situation. But one other big thing that happened as a result of the car accident is that all of my magic props got destroyed. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my entire working repertoire was in the trunk of my car, my table, my performing case, all the props inside. I didn't have any props to perform with. But also, I am so blessed, and as a person and meeting all these great people, and especially some of the magician friends I met, they actually reached out and they asked me if I needed any props or what do they need, and a bunch of them just gave me a bunch of stuff, and it's really touching to know that people have your back. So, silver lining amongst all the disaster and all the misfortune that I had, you know, only a few days ago, a week ago, it really let me take inventory of my life and what is important to me, and how, you know, my passion, my career is magic, but also the network that I've built, the friends and great people I've met along the way that checked up on me and checked up on her and asked how she was doing, and all those people that kind of helped me out in terms of replenishing all my magic stuff, and it forced a change in direction. I used to always see like disaster and just look at the negatives of everything. You know, I'm generally a happy dude, but when something bad like that happens, you can't help but think like what you're missing out on. And I think this time around it was really eye-opening for me because I got to realize what I can do, what opportunity this is. I get to take inventory of what's really important to me. I get to take inventory of, you know, even my performing material, and I get to create new routines. I get to kind of fall in love with magic again, and I think that's an amazing feeling. It's like when I first started magic. But enough of that. We are leaving 2021 in the dust, back behind us. Now it is the year 2022, and yes, I know everyone is shouting out, "New year, new me," and I know it's very cliche, especially on the internet, but I definitely recommend taking account of what you want your life to be, and start taking the steps towards that life, right? There was this really famous quote, and I don't know who the guy is, so the guy's probably not that famous, or I probably don't remember who said it, but the quote said, "The best time to start is 20 years ago. The second best time to start is today." And I really take that into account because you know what? You're the author of your own story, and who says you can't have a plot twist right even where you think it's the end? You know what I mean? The best plot twists are at the end, and that is what we're gonna do for 2022. Resolutions. My resolution, I have only one, and it is to bring more magic into the world, into my loved ones, and into your life. Yes, you sitting at home, probably not knowing who I am, or probably knowing who I am, and you're my only fan. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I want to bring more magic into your life, which means, you know, we're going to do more vlogs. We're going to do more things. So expect me to be very annoying on the internet. More vlogs, more videos, and definitely more magic, more shows, and everything like that. So please stay tuned because I am going to be doing the work for you guys. Listen, resolutions are hard for me. They're very hard. And I don't know how long I'm going to have this energy and how long I'm going to be able to keep this up and be consistent. Maybe I don't even post this. But if you're watching, I did post it. And step one, right? Baby steps. And but all I know is my intent is I want to try and look, I'm not trying to change the world. I never set out to try and change the world. I think that's a young man's game. I don't feel that young, but you know what? My job right now, I think, is to make as many people smile as I possibly can. And if I can make anyone smile and take away their problems for just a day, for like a moment, then I think I've done my job. Some tangible shows you can look out for on the Kumu app. Shout out to Kumu and the whole Kumu team, Kumu USA team. They were gracious enough to allow me to do some of their spotlight shows on their spotlight channels. So every Monday on the Kumu app, I will be doing free magic shows streaming every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know how it is. We can't just do regular streams on this thing. So I'm gonna do some live stuff. I'm gonna bring in an audience, y'all. So if you want to get in on the audience at the Kumu Studio, hit me up privately. We'll see if there are any spots left. It is a limited, it's a limited audience because, you know, COVID is still crazy, right? We got that new Omicron's Decepticons virus. But, you know, if you want to show up, you're vaccinated, you have a negative COVID test, hit me up. Let's do some live magic. But yes, follow me on the Kumu app at the Dremagix. I'll put it somewhere. So, this is the pledge, right? Come along with me on this journey. 2022, it's going to be an amazing year for all of us. I know we said that at 2020, and then COVID hit, but for those of us that made it, you got to reflect. You got to know what kind of we're really made of as a people, as not just Asian or whatever, but as a human. You knew, you know, your values and you were challenged. And yo, shout out to you for making it this far. If you have any goals, if you have any resolutions, go ahead and start them. And it's okay to fail every once in a while, right? But you just got to keep getting back up. Bad things happen to you. Bad things happen to everyone. Hopefully it doesn't affect you so much mentally. And I'm sure you can rise up from it because you have what it takes and you deserve all the happiness in the world. So from me to you, 2022 is going to be amazing. And by the end of it, let's just get rid and let's end this crazy game of Jumanji together. Because you know what? We've been put through so much shit that, you know what? It's time to take control of our own stories. And yes, I'm talking to you that thinks you have nothing to offer. Let me tell you this, I see you, you're of value, and please reach out if you have any questions or just want to talk or if you want to get into that audience. I'm always answering the comments to the YouTube stuff. And you know what? Drop down and hit it up and let's see what your resolutions are. I want to hear what your resolutions are because maybe I can little copycat your resolutions for myself and improve myself because that's what we're here to do, right? Self-improvement, spreading love, making magic. I will see you in the next vlog. Yo, you made it. Congratulate yourself. Celebrate your win. I love you. Peace.